Hi YouTubers and welcome to my channel. This is Laughing Tigress and I was just going to share with you today my Nintendo Switch collection, some accessories, some of the games that I've bought, and just some of my general impressions. So first of all, we have the Nintendo Switch, which came with the two Joy-Con, and I decided to upgrade to the Pro controller for several reasons. I mean, it feels really good when you're playing it. It's a great controller. It's also very durable. And if you're like me and games get you so excited that your hands start to sweat and that sweat gets into those Joy-Cons and the Joy-Cons fail, well, I have a video about that if you want to check my channel. But I decided to upgrade to a Pro controller first of all, so that I could play some of the more exciting games, and it's a great controller. I love it. Now, as I said, the Joy-Cons do have the issue of if there's any moisture that gets in them, they will stop charging, they will stop being recognized by the system until they dry out completely. And so my kind of solution to that was to pick up some silicone grips. Now, first of all, even when they're on this thing that comes with it, it doesn't really, this grip doesn't really keep your hands from getting those controllers damp. So what I did was I got this thing, which is just a really cheap silicone skin that I got online. Has some little gripper bumper things, which makes it a lot easier to handle. I don't feel like I'm going to drop it. It works fairly good. I like it for a lot of reasons, but I did find it a little difficult to feel the buttons with all the, extra silicone depth there. So I very rarely use this. I'll just use the Pro controller instead, but if I am having guests over and we're playing a multiplayer game, then this thing definitely feels better with a silicone skin on it than how it normally is. It's a little slippery, I think. Now, another thing is to cover my Joy-Cons are these nifty little things. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put that onto your Joy-Con, and you always want to use the wrist strap because it does help keep the insides dry. So I put that on, and then I just slip the Joy-Con into this very easily into this. And as you'll notice, it isn't just flat on the bottom. There is a sizable bump there that gives you some grip. And I've also noticed that if you like to play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee and you're having trouble getting that Pokeball to fly straight, I tend to use this every time, because it rests in the palm of my hand. It's not going to tilt one way or another without me noticing, and then I underhand toss it to try to get a straight shot, or I just can throw it off to side or side. You can practice different things, but I really found these handy. I will not play Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and catch Pokemon without this. It just makes it so much better. Now, other sort of things that are kind of fun is, as you can see from our game collection, we have Breath of the Wild, which was the first game that we bought at release. We picked up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe shortly after. We got Pokken Tournament DX. That's pretty fun. Super Mario Odyssey, which I admit my daughter played all the way through, but I haven't actually played that one myself yet. We have Friday night game night with Risk, Monopoly, and Trivial Pursuit Live, and that's a really fun family game. We got Kirby Star Allies for when multiple kids come over and we want a multiplayer game where they can just jump in at any time. And we've got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. That was our newest physical game. Now, as far as downloaded games, I'd like to show you some of the ones that we have. But the problem is I ran out of storage on my system. Oh yeah, there's Okami. I managed to fit that on there. Great game. I've been waiting 11 years to play it. It's a beautiful game. I love it. Let's see here. I'd like to show you, got the snipper clips. Problem is, there's not enough room on the system, even for the games I've already downloaded, and I accidentally I went on eBay and accidentally bought a bad fake SD card twice. And I do have a video on how to identify a fake in case you think this has happened to you. But just don't buy them off of eBay. That's my advice, because I was very careful, but they fooled me anyway. So when you're thinking about some of these newer games, like you need to download quite a big amount of updates in order to even play the games. So the system itself just does not have enough room on it. And I've been having trouble. I need getting a micro SD card that to go with it. But pretty soon here, we will get one and we will resolve that issue. Another thing is that you're going to want a hard case of some sort. I got this for under $5 on eBay. Now, if you want to buy accessories online or any sort of accessories for the Switch, I'm going to say right now, don't use any sort of stick-on decals. They will ruin it. The silicone slip-on things are the best. But also, never buy anything that you're going to plug into the system. No off-brand fake controllers that aren't recommended by Nintendo. Don't use other cables that you have lying around. Nothing. It seems compatible, but it could fry your system. So as far as electronics go, I don't mess with that with the cheap off-brand stuff. But as far as like physical accessories, it's been fine. Now we also have a couple of Amiibo, and you'll notice they're some of the most common ones out there. But yeah, those are kind of neat, and we're going to set up a little shelf above the system and line up all my daughter's Amiibos when we do collect some more. Another nifty thing that I found was this, and we bought this system when it was released. On release day, I've never bought a system new like that before, but I was pretty impressed with the idea. So I picked this thing up. I was saving up for it for months. And finally, when we got it, it was at first it was hard to get these things on and off the rails. Now it's easy, but the problem is they almost want to slip off the top of it when you're holding it. So what I've done is I went and I picked up a cheap $5 silicone slip-on, and you put your system in here, and because it goes all the way across, it'll keep those Joy-Con from slipping off. Before I used to just put these on it on the sides, and it looked real nice, the red on the two sides like that. But like I said, since they're starting to kind of wear out on the rails there, I'm just going to go ahead and when we're taking it around in handheld, we put it in this, take it to go with us in the case. And as of course, I had a screen protector on the screen from day one, and you definitely want one because that dock will scratch it up. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. Yeah, right here. You can probably see quite a bit of scratching there. So there's a couple air bubbles in my screen protector, but it's protected the screen so far. And eventually I'll take one off and get a better name brand one and put that on there. So yeah, these are basically the physical games and the accessories that we've picked up so far since release date. And Christmas coming up, so maybe there'll be some more, who knows. But I hope this was helpful for you guys. Pretty much all the games that I haven't played Mario Odyssey yet, but all the other games I really liked. If you want to play the family game night, there's 3 of us, so we use the Pro Controller, and I picked up a couple of these little cheap accessories online, and they're perfect for the little game show sort of things. You can play Risk, Monopoly, Trivial Pursuit Live, and this thing's great. Not so much so for a fighting game like Pokken Tournament, but it would still probably be fun on the go for tabletop mode for people using these. So yeah, if you're going to go out and buy a system, just remember that you're going to want to get a micro SD card, a sizable one, and pick that up with the purchase, because a lot of the games now have big downloads. It may be on a cartridge, you may buy the physical, but there's still a bunch of data that has to go on the system for it to function. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays and enjoying your games and your systems. Give me a comment down below. Tell me what you think and what you're enjoying, or possibly what problems you're having with your system too. And check out my other Nintendo Switch related videos. Thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and have a great day.